I never thought I would be the woman telling the story, but here I am, and it is like I am reliving the memories all over again. It's been a while since I thought I was free, but the truth is, I have been living in a state of numbness, a dissociative fog that I am only now starting to emerge from. I met Jackson in the vibrant city of Nashville, where music and dreams fill the air. We were young, in love, and he was about to start medical school. I was his rock, supporting him through the long hours of study and the occasional stress. I thought we were building a life together, one that was filled with love, trust, and mutual respect. But looking back, I realized I was wrong. At first, everything seemed perfect. He was charming, handsome, and made me feel like I was the only woman in the world. He'd tell me how much he loved me, how I was his everything. And I believed him. I thought our love was strong enough to conquer all. But as time went on, I started to notice little things that would make me feel uneasy. He'd delete his text messages and browser history regularly, telling me it was just a habit he had from being a doctor. He'd disappear for hours without any explanation, saying he needed some alone time to study. And he started keeping his car unusually clean, almost as if he was trying to hide something. I brushed it off as paranoia, telling myself I was being insecure. But deep down, I knew something was not right. My grandmother used to tell me, "You deserve better than someone who makes you doubt yourself." I did not listen. I thought our love was worth fighting for. Fast forward 15 years and I thought we had it all. A beautiful home, a loving relationship, and a life that was seemingly perfect. Then, things started to unravel. He could not look me in the eyes anymore. It was as if he was hiding something, and I could not shake off the feeling that something was terribly wrong. That's when I started to investigate. I went through his financial statements, and that's when I found it, receipts for expensive jewelry I had never received. My heart sank, and my world came crashing down. I felt like I had been punched in the gut, like I was gasping for air. I confronted him, but he just denied everything. Told me I was being paranoid, that I was overreacting. But I knew what I saw. I knew what I felt. And I knew that something was wrong. It was not until I talked to my best friend Rachel that I started to piece together the truth. She helped me dig deeper and we found more evidence. It was like a puzzle, and once I started to see the bigger picture, I realized that he had been lying to me for years. 7 years, to be exact. 7 years of him seeing another woman, getting her pregnant, and introducing her to his family as his girlfriend. I felt like I had been living in a nightmare, a never-ending cycle of pain and betrayal. My mind is still reeling from the shock. I keep thinking about all the times he lied to me, all the times he touched me and told me he loved me. It's like I was living in a fantasy world, one that he created to keep me trapped. But I am not trapped anymore. I am free, and I am taking back control. I am confronting him, and I am demanding answers. I am not going to let him gaslight me anymore. I am not going to let him make me doubt myself. As I sit here thinking about what happened, I realize that I have a choice. I can let this destroy me, or I can use it to make me stronger. I am choosing the latter. I am choosing to rise above this, to heal, and to move on. The confrontation is going to be tough, but I am ready. I have my supporters, my loved ones who are going to be there for me. My grandmother's words keep echoing in my mind. You deserve better than someone who makes you doubt yourself. And I do. I deserve better. I am not sure what the future holds, but I know one thing. I am not going to let Jackson define me. I am going to define myself. I am going to rise from the ashes, and I am going to shine. I took a deep breath and called Rachel to help me plan the intervention. We scheduled it for the following day, and I spent the rest of the night preparing myself for the confrontation. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but I was ready to face the truth and take back control of my life. The next day, I stood outside his office, my heart racing with anticipation and fear. I took one last deep breath, and then I walked in. The room was filled with people I trusted, Rachel, my grandmother, and a few close friends. Jackson looked up, a mixture of surprise and guilt on his face. "Jackson, we need to talk," I said, my voice firm but shaking. He tried to speak, but I cut him off. No, you need to listen. I know what's been going on. I know about her, about the pregnancy, about the lies." The room fell silent, and Jackson's face turned white. He looked like he'd been caught red-handed, and he knew it. I can explain," he stammered. But I was not having it. "Explain?" You think you can explain away 7 years of lies and betrayal? You think you can just walk back into my life and expect me to forgive you? He looked at me, tears in his eyes, but I was not buying it. You had 15 years of my love and trust, and you threw it all away. You threw away our marriage, our life, and our future. The room erupted into a mixture of anger and sadness, but I remained calm. I was in control now, and I was not going to let him manipulate me anymore. I am done, I said, my voice firm. I am done with you, done with the lies, and done with the pain. I deserve better, and I'm going to find it. As I walked out of the room, I felt a sense of liberation wash over me. I was free, and I was ready to start my new chapter. I was ready to heal, to rise above the pain, and to shine.